Hey guys, Michael here. I've got like 3 or 4 videos that I need to get done, that I've got on a list of things I wanted to do and talk about. But this isn't one of those. Yesterday, someone was knocking on my door yesterday afternoon. I went and opened the door, and lo and behold, there was my wonderful, handsome postman standing there with a nice package. I've opened it already, and so I'm not even going to pretend like it's an opening, but a great package of some VKLT from David McAtamney. And I just really want to acknowledge that and show y'all what he sent me. This guy's really sending some great stuff out here, really, I tell you. Doubt if you can hear it. On the CD player in the other room is this album right here. So he sent me a CD. The Corncrakes, Angle and the Bouncy Castle is the title of it. Really good. And one of the neatest things about it, when I opened it and was looking through the booklet, and I got, it's got neat illustration of all these buskers and what have you type folks. And this is really mostly a lot, anyway, it's folk, and it's really good. I'm enjoying it very much. But I get to the end here, and I find out that lo and behold, in the thanks to Alfie Mudd and David McAtamney, who and other people too. Anyway, pretty cool, man, and thank you very much for sharing this with me. It was beautiful. By the way, it was sealed. Not the only thing that he sent me that was sealed too, as far as that goes. This was sealed. And this I've listened to twice so far. First time it kind of was gone, over and done before I realized it even, so I really listened a lot more closely the second time. And it's going to take some more listenings. It's by a Ciaran Lavery and Ryan Vale. The mini album, they call it, is titled Sea Legs. It's a mini album or an EP, a nice little 10-inch and beautiful mint green vinyl, which I can't show you because it's over on the turntable. But folk music, contemporary folk music, and spoken word, and along with some ambient sounds, sort of C-type sounds and what have you. Really, really interesting and a neat record. One I'm going to have to listen to a few more times before I've even really managed to sink myself into it. Kind of reminds me a little bit, and this is just the playing, of Cowboy Junkies. That very slow tempo stuff. And the delivery has that kind of a very low-key sort of a thing. Pretty cool, and I appreciate it very much. I have heard The Pains of Being Pure at Heart, but I've never had an album by them. And so this is great to have. Days of Abandonment by The Pains of Being Pure at Heart, and really, really some cool stuff in here. I don't know a whole lot about this band. A few years ago, they were kind of making a buzz, and I haven't heard much about them since. I always thought the name was really cool. And then this, I will say, thus far, is probably my favorite of the things I really liked this. Twerps, Range Anxiety. It's on Merge, and I see that Merge, in their little hype sticker here, compares them to guitar pop forebears like the Chills and the Feelies. I'm not really hearing the Chills much at all in this. Feelies maybe, yeah, But even more, I think there was a band out of New Zealand on Flying Nun years back called the Jean-Paul Sartre Experience. Kind of spidery, snaky guitar figures and bass. And this is much more guitar based than the Chills. To me, the Chills really is a keyboard driven band. I always kind of thought of them that way anyway. And I'm not really sure that that's a fair assessment. I don't know why I think that. Well, because they have keyboards. But at any rate, this band does use some synth, but it's mostly guitar and bass and singing and stuff, and it's really good. I really like it. I can't believe you sent this to me. Good band, good music, and very enjoyable. And lastly, this weird thing here is I think I'm a Cylon rearview mirror surprise. And it has 4 songs listed: Afghan, Blood is Blood, Buckfast Shuffle, and Evil Ed. And then there's a Bandcamp address and also Weekly Rations Records number 3. This is kind of interesting. Inside it, there is a card, like a CD card, with a rather, I don't know where this photo was taken. It looks like Yemen or someplace, but or Somali, maybe. Some guy playing a guitar, and a bunch of guys with, AK-47s and stuff. Pretty crazy. Lyrics are on here, but then inside, this is really the strangest thing. It's like a CD, the hole and the size, but then it's got a label and little grooves in it like it's a record, although I'm really pretty convinced that it wouldn't be a good idea to try to play it on my record player. But I love these kind of oddball things. So thank you so much for thinking to slip that in too. I love everything in this package. I got your address now, buddy. And you are a prince. And wow, I mean, you sent really some top quality, fine stuff here. I'm just really impressed and touched, and what a wonderful, like I said, it was just a great surprise. It really has made my day. So that's it. I'll get around to doing the other videos. I know I want to talk about a couple of Chicago psych bands and another band from Chicago that I feel like I ought to, get into, and some other stuff. But golly, I never seem to be able to collect my thoughts well enough to do real justice with some of that stuff, or it seems to take me forever. Anyway, that's it. Thanks. Bye.